Okay, so in today's lecture we are going to discuss about C control structures. Now, what exactly mean by control structure? We need to understand it first, and then we are going to discuss the different types of control structures and what they are and how they are going to use. Okay, so let's start with this point that the program, for example, if there is some kind of program is there, so it has to be in a sequential manner. It has to be in a sequential manner. Thus, as computer does not understand or does not have its own brain, so it needs to have a certain kind of structures available for that, and these structures are going to be executed in a sequential manner. Okay, so the program flow itself is in a sequence statements. Okay, now if we need to change the statement or we need to change the program flow, we are going to use the control statements, and that is called as a control structure. Okay, so program flow is in a sequence, and the statement which changes this flow is called as a control statement, which is nothing but equals to control structure. Okay, now what are the types of different C control structures? Okay, so there are actually three types of control structures are available in C. First one is in selection. First one is a selection control structure or selection control statement. Second one is in repetition control statements, and third one is in jump control statements. Now we are going to see first the selection, what selection consists of. Okay, so selection is consist of the if statement, then if else statement, if else if statement, which is called as an if else ladder, and the last one is a nested if statement. Okay, and at last these four are all equals to of an if statement, and then the next selection statement is a switch statement. Now what exactly selection specifies here? So selection specifies here a decision making. That means when we need to decide something of two situations or more than two situations, we need to select one condition probably. So that one condition we are going to select in the form of this selection statement or in the form of this if and switch statements. Okay, fine. Next one is an repetition statement, also called as an iteration statement, and also called as a loop statement. There are names for this. Okay, so what four types are there? So for statement is there, then there is a while statement, then there is a do while statement, and the last one is a nested for statement. These four statements are called as an iteration statement or repetition statement or a loop statements. Now what this repetition statement says, that it is an automation. It is an automation related to this repetition statement. The automation keyword itself indicates it automatically get iterated or it automatically get executed. Okay, the next one is in code reuse. That means we can reuse a certain kind of code multiple times. Okay, and these multiple times are specified by the particular user. Next one is in save time. That means as we are reusing the code, that means there is unnecessary wastage of time if we do not use this repetition statement, that is going to save because of these statements. Okay, fine. The next one is in jump statement. As name itself indicates, it jumps from certain thing to another thing, and that is called as a non-linear execution. As here we have said, the program is nothing but a sequential execution. If we want to execute this fourth line from this first line, we need to jump from this first line to this fourth line, and that is done by this jump statement. So what are jump statements are there? There is a break statement, then there is a continue statement, then there is a Goto statement, and the last one is a return statement. We are going to see it in a descriptive manner later on. Now what the advantage of jump statement is? It is a non-linear execution. As we have already said, it is the non-sequential execution because of the jump statement, and what it does, it skips the flow. What exactly flow of a program is? That is in a sequential manner, but the jump statement jumps from one statement to another by skipping some kind of statements in between. That's why it is called as an skip the flow. I hope you understood the basic concept of this control structure. Now we are going to see one by one what these are. Thank you.